Hello, I'm here at Unix Park, which is the home of Mr. Tim Gredley, and very fortunately we've run into another name that you might be familiar with, Mr. James Billington, and he's now based here and working with Tim, and we're very fortunate to speak to him today. So James, thank you for talking to us. Now I was a bit surprised to find you here. I didn't actually know that you were here. How have you ended up here? Tell us your story.
Well, basically, I've always been into show jumping ever since I was young. You know, obviously my family, my dad's quite big in show jumping.
Yeah, don't know that one. Yeah.
So I always followed him around, and I rode ponies, and then I went to school, and I always rode through that, and then I left school after my GCSEs and went into junior and young riders. And when I was 17, I actually moved away from home to work with Michael Whitaker, which was just a great opportunity because, you know, my dad taught me a lot, and it was just time to move on and learn from someone else. So, you know, I probably went from one of the best to probably another of the greatest.
So you couldn't have asked for a few better tutors.
That's right.
Could you?
So I worked for Michael for 4 years until I was 21 years old. And then at the end of 2007, I got a great opportunity to move to America and work with Beezy Madden. So I went over there and rode for her for 2 years, actually through the period when she was the bronze medal winner at the Olympics. And I learned so much there. It was a great opportunity. It was a great experience, and you know, I learned a lot of what I know now in 2 years with her.
Let's talk a little bit about the training, because there must be a huge difference between the way things are done here. I mean, obviously, as we all know in the horsey world, everyone does everything a little bit different. But I think in the world where your dad and the Whitakers and people like that tend to train the same way, how different is it in the America? What was the differences?
I think their system's very, very different, you know. They're very disciplined on the flat work. They like to get the horses very responsive, and you know they like to take that angle and use that into the ring. You know, it's what I did. I went over and I learnt their system, and I've come back and tried to integrate it with the European system. And
how has that been taken on board? Have you been welcomed?
Yeah. I mean, I think in this day and age, you know, it's the way forward. You need so much training. You know, you can't get by on just natural ability these days. You know, you have to train with as many people as you can. You have to pick up as many tips as you can. You have to listen to everyone. You know, and I think the thing to do is just listen to as many people as possible and just take what you want from it, and just, you know, create your own style with it. So, you know, to go to America, they ride a lot more forward and a lot looser than the Europeans, and you know, their times are a lot tighter in the ring. You know, you have to ride at a bigger pace over bigger fences, and you know, I've brought that back with me, and it's you know, it's great to have learnt it, and I can really feel a difference in the way I ride and the way my horses listen and the way they go for me, and you know, it's something that I'm so glad I did.
Invaluable experience.
It was invaluable.
Now, you touched a little bit on and saying that the American style is that they do a lot of the flat work and bring that in. Now, I was very fortunate to go to Towlands and watch your dad with Oliver Townend the other evening. Now, he didn't really seem to rate the dressage flat work side of things too highly. Was that just a show? Does he do a lot more at home?
Yeah, he does. I think you know, my dad, he could do a lot of good things on the flat. You know, I think just the show was just the fact that Ollie was, you know, doing the dressage side, and my dad was taking the mickey out of him, and
it was
you
hilarious.
know, then when it come to my dad doing the jumping, you know, Ollie got his jibs in, and no, my dad would work a lot on the flat, and you have to, you know, the courses are so technical these days, and the fences are so light that you know, your horses have to respond to you in such a quick instance that, you know, if they're not so well trained on the flat, you know, it's very difficult to be able to jump clear and win.
Well, it was really nice to see you and Tim, obviously, from the other videos that are on the site now available and the how-tos, you were working with some tiny, you know, 2 foot off the ground little poles, and it was so nice to see, because I think people at home think they've got to put these great big jumps up and go as fast as they can at them, and that's not the way you train at all, is it?
No, basically, I mean, if you can't do things perfectly around 1 foot, 2 foot, you'll never be able to do it perfect around 1 meter 60. So, I think the thing to do is just even just small fences. It's so easy over small fences to work on yourself and your position and just everything. And then if you just keep doing it over and over, and then hopefully you just take it into the ring then. And I mean, you don't have to jump big at home. It's you save that for in the ring.
Sure.
A home is just, it's your time to practice and just get everything absolutely perfect. And just work and work and work, so that when it does get bigger and more technical, then hopefully it just all clicks in and you're there ready to do it.
And I mean, obviously everybody that's going to watch the other videos, you make it look so easy, but I think it's important for people to realise how much experience and training you have had, and how important having someone on the ground, because you and Tim are obviously working well together.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't count how many crashes I've had in my life. I've probably had more than many other people.
Really?
I mean, it's great, with Tim there, it's always very, very helpful to have someone on the floor, because me riding, I'll be thinking of something, completely different, and maybe there's something that I'm not doing that I should be doing, but, I'm too busy thinking about something else. So, it's always great to have someone on the floor for you, and then it works the same when Tim's riding. I can see things he's doing that maybe he's not thinking about, and it's just helpful to have as many voices as possible, really.
Yeah. Now, what's the future holding for you? I know you're off to the Sunshine Tour, and obviously you're based in here with Tim at the moment. What's your plan? Where's James going to be at the end of this year? Are you going back to be with your dad? Are you going home? What are you going to do?
No. Hopefully I'll still be here. Tim's got a great setup here. He has some fantastic horses. They're all at a stage in their career now where they're ready to go and do some international shows, Nations Cups, and hopefully push on. And I think it's very hard in this sport, to find nice horses like this.
For sure.
And he the UNEX, they have a lot of very nice ones here, and it's a great opportunity for me, really. They give me great ones to ride, and hopefully, yes. I mean.
So when you and Tim go out now, are you, like, for the Sunshine Tour, are you going to be competing against each other on the set of horses?
Yeah.
Great. Do you get really competitive?
Well, to be honest, Tim isn't really that good, so it's more the other people I worry about in the class. It's not really Tim.
So when you're in the warm-up area, you just stop helping each other? That's when it all comes.
No, not at all. No, no. Even in the warm-up, it's in a class of, when there's 80 or 90 in a class, it's very rare we'll be drawn together. So we're always still there on the floor helping each other, and one of us can go to the ring and watch what's happening in the ring, and we can relate that when the other ones come in and when it's about their turn. And you've got all the young
horses going as well, so that's going to be a nice learning curve for them.
Yeah, it's great because for the young horses, it's a place where they can go and just keep going in and in the same place, and then they can get used to it, and it's not something different for them to look at every day. So then you really feel an improvement after 6 weeks for them to just keep going in and doing it over and over, and it's great for them. You feel such an improvement when they get back, that hopefully then they're ready to move on,
take on the big tracks
in the summer. Yeah.
Well, we wish you all the luck in the world for the Sunshine Tour. We'll be supporting you and Tim all the way with the UNEX team. So good luck, and thank you for talking to us.
Thank you very much.